corn and cereals and proteins produced, and then I can use this supply of potatoes to feed pigs. And I don't have to grow potatoes or sugar beets. We may end up doing sugar beets again, because why not? Lift that off the ground a little. And I'll probably end up doing pigs since they're available on this yard. And I really have avoided doing pigs for so much of my farm simming experience. I think I had some on Goldcrest at one point. And then once I moved... disconnected again, aren't I? Once I moved off from Goldcrest, I didn't go back to pigs until sort of the last months of Lawfolds, and it's sort of, I need to breed 50 pigs, let's just buy some, feed them and be done with it. But we've never been sort of professional pig farmers. For Farm Sim 19, we really were limited ourselves to sheep for the most part. Obviously 1,500 sheep is quite an undertaking, and this farm has similar animal capacities, so we're probably going to end up with a lot of, I think our cow barn can take 700 cows. The pig barn can take 700 pigs. But they don't eat a lot of sugar beets or potatoes. So just having a low capacity production is probably okay. I mean, we've got 10,000 litres of potatoes here. And I think that's getting on for 1 month's production. And yeah, I'm aware that Sugar Beets is a really good production. In our Farm Sim 19 series, we always had at least one large field of sugar beets, and for the longest time I was using this and this to harvest it. And it was only in the last year that we actually went with the big self-propelled harvester, because I was basically kind of done with the whole harvesting with the tractor thing. But yeah, sugar beets is a great source of income per acre. I mean, but the downside is it's the amount of work you have to put in to do it. And it's kind of, I think the benefits of sugar beets and potatoes, probably sugar cane, is you can, oh good grief, that one is really having a problem. Let's just place it by hand, because I've picked this thing up twice and it's just done all sorts of crazy somersaults. So just drop that there. Okay, now we'll get the two that we haven't tried yet. But yeah, it's, for the first few years on Oakfield Farm, Sugar Beets was our big income boost. Yeah. Oh, we sold some Sugar Beets, let's buy a piece of equipment. And of course the other problem with them is finding storage space. Initially on the farm, I was just dumping them in a flat area, like a silage bunker, but it was just flat concrete. I have not done sugar cane. I think I did in Farm Sim 17 Platinum. I loaded up Estancia Lapacho and did the starter thing, and I sold the sugar cane once, and I sort of, this is too much like hard work. And the problem with Sugar Beets, I feel Sugar Beets is the easiest because the harvester has a good working width, or even the tractor hauled harvester has good working width and a fair capacity. And the problem with potatoes is your capacity is severely limited, so you're having to empty the potato harvester far more frequently, and the tractor hauled unit has 2-row pickup, so it takes ages. The advantages with Sugar Beets and sugar beets and potatoes is you can use a worker, and so the worker can do the harvesting while you're servicing the equipment, but storage of the stuff is difficult. I did end up on Oakfield Farm with a multi-grain silo because using the farming agency version of the map, you had spelt, rye and triticale as crop options, but the in-game or the map silos would not hold them, so that was kind of unfortunate. Let's put that down. I may just hitch the tractor up and then add all the straps. But yeah, sugar cane can be a problem even with a worker. Forage harvesting is not too much fun. With a forage harvester, as a single player either. Okay, there we go. We only got 9,000 litres. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm guessing one of the pallets isn't registering as loaded. Don't want the store, I want the price of things. So December, whatever. I just want to know where to ship them. We are going to the grain elevator tag, which is somewhere. I'm going to have to look at the map because behind the store. Okay, we know where that is. There we go. And we'll turn the flashing lights on and the headlights on. And again, try and avoid bumping into hedges with bales and crates. Okay, we're good. But yeah, I haven't, I haven't played a lot of Farm Sim 22, and I haven't done anything with grapes or anything with olives. And there's the potential we could do grapes on this map. It's not outside realistic, although this map is actually Irish, not South UK. I don't know if the Irish produce wine, but just because I haven't looked it up, not because it's the sort of thing I carry around in my mind. But anyway, so yeah, we could do grapes, but I have found that grapes, you have to do everything manually. There is no job you can do with grapes using a worker, and the same with olives. At least with arable, you can get to the point where, well, I've got 20 fields and 2 harvesters, and I can harvest 2 fields simultaneously. Or I can harvest a field while my cultivator tractor is running around the field I just finished harvesting. And so I'm constantly working all the fields with arable, which I would get slowed down if I was running a sugarcane farm or a what else? Yeah, all the other types of stuff. So sugar beets is something I may consider growing, but we're early days yet, and I still don't even have a harvester, and I have arable fields that need harvest every year, so we're going to concentrate on making sure we have equipment, probably more fields first, but we have equipment that can handle the stuff that we're producing right now. Obviously, as far as animals concerned, cows are easier to start up than pigs. Sheep are obviously even easier, but we only have a cow shed and a pig shed on the farm, so that's really where we're going to be with those. Okay, where is... Let's get out and look for the bat signal. Where is the bat signal? Okay. Oh, over there. Okay. Too many big buildings in the way, I can't see what's going on. Oh, we deliver it under the undercover. So I will drop actually. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I didn't have the 10th pallet strapped down, and there we go. £5,000, £2,000. Good grief. So our environmental score looks to be about 11% ish, and yeah. How do we get out? And not that way. That's not the way out. However, now we don't have crates of potatoes on the back, I can reverse through hedges. So, yay. But yeah, I'm definitely into the... I don't mind doing a little bit of extra work to make more money in Farm Sim, but potatoes and sugar beets are... and sugar cane is just way too much work for the income that you get. However, but the per acre advantage is quite significant. So, yeah. I think it turns out something like, while soybeans sells for the most money per litre, it produces way less than everything else. So it's not the most profitable income per acre. You know, you can make far more money with a far more labour-intensive crop. But now with precision farming, soybeans has another advantage. It doesn't require nitrogen, and it leaves behind some nitrogen in the field when you're done. So if you want to skip fertilising this year, you can do. That would adversely affect your environmental score. So, you know, to fix that, and we discovered this early on with weeding. If you plough a field and no-till seeding, you'll get the maximum for your no-till seeding thing, but your ploughing will not produce weeds. And weeding, you know, your method of weeding is part of your environmental score. But no big deal. You just load up a sprayer with herbicide, you turn on the see and spray thing, and you head out there onto the field for all of 5 seconds, and you don't spray anything, but you got tagged as having used the see and spray weeding. Now, I don't know if that's another thing that Giants has fixed, but it used, initial implementation was, so long as you did the steps, even if you didn't have to do them, even if there's no weeds, you can head out into the field and eliminate, spray it for weeds, and you get the environmental score bonus, which is kind of weird. But anyway. Yes, turn it that way, and then it won't hit the metal bar. Okay, you are in the shed, you are in the shed. Detaching tool is not allowed because we're on the front loader arms. Drop the trailer. There we go. So, we sold the potatoes. We've sold the stuff. It may be possible that we'd make more money growing tomatoes or lettuce or something. It's also possible to grow sunflowers in the garden too. So mod thing, it will grow. You have to add solid fertilizer and seeds, or seeds and manure. You'll see. Oh no, you don't have to. So you can produce tomatoes on a 1-for-1. 1,536 per month. If you add seeds and fertilizer, you get 64 times 48. I don't know what 64 times 48 is, but you get more. It uses less water, and uses a little bit of seed and fertilizer. If you go down to manure, it uses 5 units of manure, same number of seeds, same number of water for the same thing. So once we get cows, we start producing manure, we can use the manure to make more, or make stuff, and end up with more things. So, oh yes. Lettuce is produced at half the rate of everything else. Strawberries produces double. Potatoes produces triple. Sunflowers is a 1-for-1. Tomatoes is 1-for-1. And then whatever that multiplies to. What is 64 by 48? Let's look it up. Calendar 64 times 48 equals. Damn. 64 times 48 equals 3072. So 3072 is double. So if you add seeds and fertilizer, production is doubled. Okay. Good to know. But yeah. For now, we'll just sell the potatoes. Wrong button again. No, that one. So potatoes sell for 200. Tomatoes sell, because they produce at the same rate, 495. So I'd actually do better to produce tomatoes than I would to produce potatoes. Strawberries is half the price, double the amount. Lettuce is half the amount, double the value. And the other thing we can sell is sunflowers, which also produces on a 1-for-1. They're 400 sugar. So, you know, maybe producing sunflowers would be better as well. Maximum price of sunflowers 800, maximum price of potatoes 200. So potatoes is not the best thing to be producing in the garden. I'd probably do better with sunflowers, but hey, that's the thing. Let's check the store sales. Yep, still just the beet cart. And check the contracts. Yep, still just the ploughing. So basically every day we're losing about £1,000 for. See, in the real world, you brake and he keeps driving, and you just modify your speed to follow him. In Farm Sim world, he slams his brakes on and makes you crash into him. Because AI workers, they're all for the insurance scam. And back to the house. Okay, green light is thing. So we're back home. Oh, yeah, okay, so the grass is low because it's winter, so that's kind of a thing. Okay, you can sleep. What time do you want to wake up? 8, 9, 10. So the latest you can wake up is 9, the earliest you can wake up is 5. And for winter, we're just going to sleep till 9. So yeah, watching some other videos, YouTubers this week, one of the things we've discovered is there seems to be a bug with, actually that's not so bad, that's only £500, £600, okay. There seems to be a bug with harvesting contracts in that they appear at midnight and disappear very, very quickly. So if you want to do harvesting contracts, you need to make sure that you're awake at midnight and grabbing them off the contract list as they appear. Okay. Skid steer. Teletruck. See, this thing here is quite useful. It uses skid steer attachments and has an extendable boom, so very useful. It comes in multiple colours. And you can put GPS on. I don't want to put GPS on it. But it's 58% off. Oh, I might buy that just because it's... I'll buy that. And we will get ourselves a skid steer loader tools. We'll get ourselves a pallet fork. Yeah. Now that's useful. Now we have ourselves a little pickup device. We can always go and get ourselves a pallet fork and use it to load or yeah, we can use it around the yard to move bales and what have you. The only problem is getting it back to the yard. For equipment like that, there's really only two ways to do it. Sort of real world legally. And that is one of the low loaders or miscellaneous trailers. I don't really want to spend the money on that right now. Obviously we are going to have sunflower sales in March. But it does mean I don't need a front load or a telehandler right away either. And I don't need a tractor with front loader arms. Well, kind of. I think for now I'm going to keep this here. It kind of needs fixed. I'm not going to worry about fixing it either. Okay, so we now have one of these and we'll leave it at the store to use for loading pallets up when we have some. I don't have to then bring the tractor down with front loader arms. But quite a useful piece of kit. I mean, it's got a good lift on it, although that's kind of unusable because I kind of need the front wheels. But even so, that's serious height. But like I said, that's probably your practical height. But then in addition, no, that button there we go. It's extendable, so again you can lift it vertical and that does reach over the front wheels. So yeah, we could put things on the roof or load up a